Why don't you know what I'm like? What is it so new in 1968 or, in the 60s that you've got to learn? Because my grandfather was born, he's 90.
Check.
My mother was ready for integration. She's middle class Negro. Now all of a sudden you come to me and you say, communicate with me. Hell, I've been here all the time. And where were you? Communicate. What do I have to say to you? The most advanced nation in the world. It has to be resolved. It has to be resolved because I want my children to have an answer. If not me, I personally prefer that I have an answer. I don't have, I like to think I don't have my lifetime to waste on this.
Hyundai Sonata versus Toyota Camry.
That's for spineless people. Spineless bastards who don't want to fight for what they believe in. Well, I'm staying here because I was born here, and I am going to fight for my freedom. And before I have kids, I am going to make sure that this damn United States deserves the existence of my kids, because I will not rest until every Sunday school is safe for my kids, so that they won't get killed or beaten up like those kids down in Mississippi in 1966. That is going to stop, or else I'll be dead. Either one. You white folks have either one of two choices. Give me my damn freedom or kill me.
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood. The hood view, you know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench, because we don't know who Clarence Thomas is representing. He's sitting on the Supreme Court, sitting on a bench, smelling like cocoa butter.
Welcome to Hoodviewpolitics, where you go in a deep, detailed dive. I'm Rad B.I.D. Jones.
And I am Tony, the #1 soul brother. And we welcome y'all to another edition, a Saturday night, all the way live edition of Hoodviewpolitics.
You best to believe it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Breaking news at that edition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is breaking news edition, because we got a lot of breaking news to talk about tonight. Because, there's some people out here that just don't know how to act.
Start with motherfuckers run up motherfuckers' houses, bro.
Right, hey, motherfucker run up in somebody's house. Come on.
It's breaking news.
Look at it.
It's
this political discourse, if you will, is going too far. The rhetoric, the stoking of violence, and this shit is going too far. When a dude run up in Nancy Pelosi's house and beat her husband, 82 years old, 82-year-old man, you beat this man with a hammer. And you was looking for her. So if she was home, it was intent to beat Nancy Pelosi to death with a hammer.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this is gone too far. And then the people on the right, these MAGA people, these right-wing extremists, these far-right people, these alt-right, all-right people, and all this garbage, they ain't trying to tamp this shit down. This shit y'all got to calm this shit down, because somebody gonna get killed. He cracked that man's skull with a hammer. An 82-year-old man. Come on. Trump.
82 years old, bro.
What's that crazy bro? Marjorie Taylor Greene, or whatever the fucking name is. Her. Come Come on.
82 years old, bro. Cracked his skull.
Come on, man.
Cracked his skull, though. Now, right now, if anybody don't know what we're talking about, just breaking news because Nancy Pelosi's husband was at home. You know what I'm saying?
Check.
2 in the morning.
2 in the morning. Check.
And niggas ran up in that joint, home invasions. You know what I'm saying, Doc?
Right.
And start. I guess they looking for Nancy.
Looking for her. And he hollering, "Where's Nancy? Where's Nancy?"
So yeah, then they run up and looking for Nancy. And meanwhile, he fought them all, but he was on the phone calling the police as he was doing that. And they got there enough time to catch him in the act of hitting him with the hammer and shit. So,
but the old man got some scrap in him. So that's, that might have been what saved his life for real.
Jesus. I just, man, when you stop and think about this wild shit, it's like, when you think about it, you'll never think it'd be that easy to touch a senator or somebody. You know? Like another country, you can come over here and do that wild shit.
See, the problem was,
before it being that easy.
The problem was the senators got Secret Service protection or Capitol Police. No, they protected by the Capitol Police. They got Capitol Police protection, but the spouses don't. So when she leaves home, the protection go with her.
Yeah, true.
So, that made it a little bit, easier for him to get in. Because if she was home and he tried that, the Capitol Police would have put a hot one in his ass.
Yeah, true. But man, for him to survive a cracked skull at 82, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's damn.
But we here on Hoodviewpolitics. We wish Paul Pelosi a speedy recovery, and we hope they knock sparks out his ass. The dude that did it, what his name, DePepe or something like that.
Yeah, that's true.
David DePepe, some shit like that.
Well, he's 42 years old, and like he was down in the Capitol. You know what I'm saying? He was one of those people.
He was at January 6th.
Yeah. So just the thing, and then he had QAnon and all that. MAGA.
Yeah.
And he always been tweeting and posting shit from QAnon websites and all the white ring joints, starting from like the pizza shop shit when they thought Hillary and them was in the pizza joint, man. He tweeting that shit. You know what I'm saying? The shit they got going on now with, the stuff they try to make these people, they got them thinking now that some aliens come here and and the motherfucking everybody that's gay is involved with it. It's like, bruh,
look,
you cannot believe this stuff, bruh. And then my thing is, these politicians say all this wild shit, not knowing that it's somebody like him that's sitting there eating all that shit up, bruh. That already can't stand anything on earth. You know what I'm saying?
Look, this is the deal. And we sit here every week we come on here and we tell everybody that listen and tune in or catch the rebroadcast or go on YouTube or wherever. Our main message is, or one of our main messages is, your vote count. And it matters because it matters who you put in the office. These people are blindly following a cult leader. Donald Trump is a cult leader. MAGA is Make America Great Again is a cult. And these people are blindly following this dude. And Trump sent them people up in, he basically sent them people up in the Capitol on January 6th. And he done threatened violence to everybody that don't agree with him, even people in his own party. And we didn't know the things he done said about Nancy Pelosi. And this is the result of all that.
Exactly.
This is the result. This is what you get.
Exactly. For almost 20 years, Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, Nancy Pelosi, who else? Those are the main joints right there.
Yeah, them the main ones.
And then Obama was that cream on top.
Oh, yeah. Black man.
Those four people, if you was like, let's say you was 16 at the time the first Clinton was inaugurated. Right. Since then, You've been hearing all these people are the worst people on earth, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now you're 42. And now you've been get fed all this shit. You believe everything now. You think Hillary got some sex shopping and pizza joints and whatever the fuck going on with that. You think aliens come. You think all this shit is good. You know what I'm saying? And Nancy Pelosi is the ringleader of everything, right?
Right.
Guess what? You're gonna get fools like this that go and act on it, bro. That's the thing I don't get. Why they keep letting them get away? Any senator that do this shit should be censored.
And the thing about that is this: if you turn on your TV right now, it's election season, and we're getting closer to election, so you're gonna see. If you're looking at TV, you're gonna see a lot of political ads, and it is very few Republican ads from the Republican side that don't refer to Nancy Pelosi in some kind of way, have her picture on there as she is driving this country into the ground. That she is the cause of everything. The Pelosi agenda. Oh, they vote with Nancy Pelosi 90% of the time. And then you get people, a nut job like this that's going, I guess, well, fuck it. We know he went there to kill Nancy Pelosi. He went there to beat this woman to death with a hammer.
This is not good, bro.
This ain't nothing good about that.
I'm being honest with you. Just like, even if it was a Republican, I'd be like, hold on, bro. This is not good.
No, it's not good.
Like, how the fuck you let a motherfucker go in somebody's house? Nah, this is not good. I don't give a fuck. What side would you like or something? Right. You cannot be cool with that easy access to somebody's family, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on.
And then you got people like the Virginia governor who gonna make light of the situation. He gonna we ain't no place where that kind of violence, but we gonna send her back there to be with him. Dude, you don't even bring shit up like that right now. Cause you don't know if that man gonna live, die, or whatever. Nobody knew at the time what his condition was. They knew he was in surgery. He was having surgery on his head.
Exactly.
Trump ain't said nothing. There's a few people on the right that came out and, said this ain't what we about. And this ain't what nobody's about.
Yeah, they come out and say that, then they go back and start talking that bullshit in the
right.
same floor.
But then you go back and what you want to do? You're gonna Pelosi bash, you're gonna Biden bash, you're gonna Obama bash. You're going to do this. You're going to bash Clinton. You're going to blame everything that's going on in the world on them few people. But you're not going to say nothing about Trump sending them people up in the Capitol. Come on, man. You had this dude send your people up in there to overthrow the government.
Yeah, that's just, man. Once people grasp that, as history go on, that is going to be the craziest shit, because like now people don't recognize how crazy it was that people ran in the Capitol. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But as time go on years and years in school and history and shit like that, it's going to be noticing that was some crazy shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And the same, and like this dude right here, with his picture on the screen, he rolled up in the house.
Yeah, David DePepe or some shit.
It's DePepe. He rolled up in there hollering, "Where's Nancy? Where's Nancy?" What was they hollering on? What was they screaming on January 6th? Where's Nancy?
Exactly.
Where's Nancy?
It's the calling thing for them.
Right. So, man, these people got a death wish on Nancy Pelosi.
Another thing, they got to get a hold of these groups that's underground doing this stuff, bro. This stuff. Right. It's like we don't really know what's going on. They know, you know what I'm saying? Like that. Where's Nancy? Probably some little slick thing they got going on, some cool thing they talk. You know what I'm saying? They're slang and shit. We don't know. It got to be somebody that got to be in this thing, bro.
Look, the Oath Keepers and the Proud Boys.
Proud Boys.
They're the ones that's out front. But for every Oath Keeper and every Proud Boy and every KKK and every alt-right group, you got 5, 10 more that's underground that their name ain't out there. Because you got these little groups all in these little backwater towns and all these little hillbilly places and stuff. And you know, they racist, they sexist, misogynist, they hate everybody.
True.
And you know, it's more groups like that than people realize. Yeah, the Oath Keepers are out there, the Proud Boys are out there, the KKK been out there for years, and it is several other groups that you know of.
Now the Peppy tried to hold main man down, her husband, and just keep him there until Nancy came home, which is dangerous as fuck. This shit was crazy, bro. The fact that he in that joint got him, beating him with a hammer and waiting for Nancy to get home is just some crazy shit. The fact that he was doing it all by himself, tell you that he ain't got it all upstairs.
And he told the police, we waiting for Nancy.
Damn.
Who the fuck is we? Would you have somebody out in the car waiting?
And he's charged with attempted homicide, assault with a deadly weapon, elderly abuse, and several additional felonies. They're gonna think it's shit for you, boy. You know
but they ain't finished because the feds ain't charged him yet. What's going to happen is, even though she wasn't home, he's still gonna get attempted assassination charge when he get the Fed charges
for screaming her name, looking for her.
Because you went there looking for Nancy. She ain't got to be home. All you had to do was go to a residence, because it happened during the Obama presidency. Obama was out the country at the time, and dude came by and fired shots at the White House. Even though Obama wasn't even in the country,
I remember that.
He got attempted assassination charge.
I remember that.
Because
he tried to jump over the wall. He did jump over the wall.
Yeah, and he fired shots at the White House.
Yeah.
So he when the Fed charges come down, I fully expect that one to be up in there.
Yeah,
that'll hold him.
I don't know, but the fact that he broke it, they gonna get him on the elderly abuse alone and keep you in there for a minute.
Hell yeah.
And that was clear. You did that. You hit the murder. You hit the old man with a motherfucking hammer.
Yeah, assault with a deadly weapon.
Definitely got that cleared.
He got an ass to, man. Hey, his days on the streets is over. Because they gonna run that shit. They gonna run it, even if they gonna run it back to back. He gonna have like 190 years and shit.
Some shit like that, yeah. I don't know. Cause where's that? Oh no, he did that. He fucked. He gonna be in that joint for a minute.
Yeah, that shit in California, they gonna mash his ass.
Yeah. What's that? San Francisco.
Yeah.
He fucked. Yeah.
They gonna tell you. They gonna tell that shit out the frame.
Paul Pelosi is motherfucking 82 years old.
82 years old.
Suffered blunt force injuries on the attack, according to two people that acknowledged the investigation. Now, to be getting hit in the head with a hammer is tough business for anybody, but 82 is tough, bro.
Yeah, that's a little tough.
God damn.
You know, but we, look, on all sides, we need to tone it down. You know, damn. We can disagree without being disagreeable. We can disagree on how the country should be run. We can disagree on what side is right and what side is wrong.
That's true.
We can do all of this, but the threats, and Trump is famous for this shit. He'll threaten you he'll threaten you in a hot minute. He got a list as long as my arm of the people he didn't in his own party he didn't threaten.
He the one that he made it worse than you can get it. Like he goes so extreme, don't understand what that means when he does that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't do that shit, bro.
The next thing is, and then you talk about they talking about all these people want to be armed and going down to the polling places to make sure that ain't no cheating in, that the election going right. Yeah, we're going to get some. It's one of these elections is going to break loose, and you're going to have election day violence at these polling places. This shit is not good. This shit is what happened in third world countries. This shit ain't supposed to happen here.
Bro, that's what people don't understand. They always get things mixed up with other countries. Be like, well, this country don't do it. That other country don't. Mm-hmm. Them countries are gonna be like us for a reason. Don't tell us what they doing because they want to be like us, bro. Right. You know what I'm saying? They want to be here. They want to run their shit like us. They want to be like us.
Right.
So don't tell us what they doing. That's some dumb shit.
We the example
Yeah.
to the world. We don't supposed to be acting like they act. And it all goes back to this one, and we didn't have this. We had this one president, President 45, Donald J. Trump. And now it's like all the rules, all the decency, all this, the common sense just went out the window.
Exactly.
Man, you got people want to, man, this dude, he sent these people up into the Capitol building on January 6th, and they went there to kill Nancy Pelosi and his vice president, Mike Pence.
They don't understand.
And they don't see nothing wrong with it.
What they saying out their mouth, bro. They don't get it. It's just like maybe had a stroke. I think he's running for
Fetterman.
Pennsylvania, Fetterman, yeah.
Fetterman.
So he had a stroke in the middle of, anybody don't know, he had a stroke in the middle of the campaign right now. The campaign is going on as we speak. So he returned to the campaign and shit. So I don't know if he suffered a stroke, right?
Yeah, he suffered a stroke.
So it was a stroke. And man, they just talk shit about him, bro.
Yeah, and that punk ass Dr. Oz.
He the worst. He just stand there knowing. I mean, this is tough. That's why I always say when it get to be 1 to 2 people, it gets tough. That's why you gotta be real serious about your information and know what you're doing. Because like you got somebody on the other side like Oz, like he just like Herschel Walker's like they're not supposed to be there.
No.
You know what I'm saying, bro? They did just because Republicans picked them out. They famous in their state or something. You know what I'm saying? They on TV for sure. You gotta be on TV.
Yeah.
Or the Republicans ain't gonna look at you too much. Or radio. You know what I'm saying? So Oz check all those boxes and shit. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of races going on around the motherfucking country. You got Abbott going on and shit. Somebody I think if he don't win this race, we need to erase him from the Democratic motherfucking race book. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Yeah, because I really
between him and
I really believe that you know that after this, look, what's the next election? 2024. If some people if they ain't got their act together and win these races, we talking about Abrams, we talking about Beto, and a couple of more because these seats been served up for y'all.
No bullshit, bro.
For real, like they've been served up.
Like come
and
the
if you
fuck
didn't
on.
win these things, you know. But even if they do win, it is time for us as a Democratic Party to start grooming some younger, more vibrant, if you will, candidates. We need some new fresh blood out there in the pipeline. You know.
I just think we need
for these next elections
better campaigners. Like I think Obama, like they got the issues, they got everything. Cause you know what I'm saying. All they gotta do is know how to tell it to people,
right?
And Obama know how to do that shit real good.
But see, Obama's not old as
Clinton too. Clinton
as the Clintons, and you know who are the most famous people in the party right now. You know, you got your Obamas, they relatively young compared to everybody else. You got the Clintons, you got Al Gore, you got John Kerry, you got, you know, these people way past their prime. And now it's time, you know, and it's been years when we were supposed to be grooming new blood, but we have, because out of it you got Kamala Harris, you got
Lover.
What's the dude in New Jersey? Cory Booker. You got Buttigieg, Beto, he's in there, and even Stacey Abrams in there. But you still need more, and you need to start grooming these candidates on the local level, so you know they can get up to the national level. You know, we got to get that grassroots together.
Oh, bullshit.
So I'm putting it out there. You know, if anybody out there that you young, you excited, you need a platform, you want to get your name out there, hey, holler at us. We want to talk to you. We got a platform right here for you. You know, you might be running for dog catcher right now, but we want to talk to you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna start shooting emails to Kanye and bring one of his motherfuckers.
You're right. He might, because ain't nobody else fucking with him.
And they going all internet joints like shit.
Right.
But
oh no, we might have to whoop Kanye ass, and then he start talking that dumb shit.
We had Obama. He going around now, campaigning for Democratic candidates all over the country. Now, don't remember Tuesday, everybody got to vote. You know what I'm saying?
Tuesday.
Don't forget. So they out there campaigning.
1 week from this Tuesday.
I think Joe Biden out there campaigning too.
Yeah, Biden out there, Kamala out there. The Obamas out there.
Now, when people say, "All right, what that mean? He's not president no more." That means like Biden can't go in all states at all times.
Right.
He gonna need somebody to just.
That's why you got surrogates, and that's what your campaigners are. Those are your surrogates. Just people to get your name and your message out there.
Exactly. Let everybody understand that it's not that easy. You gotta have people to get your message out all over the place. That's why I was telling Cap that day. Anybody know ex-captain was on a podcast. Come on anytime you want to. That's why I was telling that day that money be calibrated for certain things, but you can't just say, all right, do it. It should be this way or no way. You know what I'm saying? Some reason the Republican thought process throws me off, bro. Like they don't come with no actual plan for something.
Right. It's
just like, well, what they want to do. Nope, we don't like that.
We don't like that.
In fact, if we like that, let's change it to this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what about, let's say we have a problem and you solve it first. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait to let somebody be the grown-up lead to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, correct. Yeah, you feel me? Like you wait till somebody come up with a plan, go through all the hard work, and then you just come on and touch the touch of it.
And you just trash, and your whole strategy is, well, they're going to put a plan out there and we're going to trash it.
It just makes sense.
We're going to trash it, but we don't got no plan of our own. And people get caught up.
That.
And people, that is my issue with middle class to poor white voters. They tell y'all this shit. They ain't got no plan. You broke when you broke on the day you vote for them, and you broke 4 years later when they leave office. And it'll never get in your mind that this shit ain't working, you know? Because it doesn't look. The rich people who are getting these tax breaks are only 1% of the population. 1% of the population cannot get you elected, cannot put you in no office. Getting 1% of the vote of the population, you cannot get into no office. So it takes middle class to lower class to poor people that get out and vote. And so many of y'all vote against your interests because you like the way they sound. Well, we're going to give tax breaks to the rich. You think you rich? Hell no. Hell no. You ain't rich. Those, I don't know if it sounds racist, like your trailer park voters. y'all got to at some point realize that the shit ain't working. Yeah, they'll come and sell you a dream. We're gonna do this for you. We're gonna do that for you. And you know what? As soon as they get into office, they take care of the 1% and the hell with y'all. And 4 years later, y'all vote for them again, thinking it's your turn. And it's never your turn.
Now we got Bomb out on the trail. We're gonna tap into him. We're gonna listen to him a little bit and see what he's talking about. So
play that.
Together, nurture it and fight for it. And that starts with elected people who know you and see you and care about you. People who will struggle alongside you. People who will fight for you. And that's what you did 2 years ago when you sent Joe Biden to the White House. Joe is fighting for you every day. He's got your back. He's doing everything he can to put more money in your pockets, to make your streets safer, and bring more good-paying jobs here to Georgia. You did it twice when you voted twice to send Reverend Warnock to the U.S. Senate, along with John Ossoff. And so now you need to do it again. Because there may be a lot of issues at stake in this election, but the basic question, the fundamental question that you should be asking yourself right now is who will fight for you? Who cares about you? Who sees you? Who believes in you? That's the choice in this election. Who will fight? Who will fight for working people who are struggling to pay their bills? Listen. Inflation is a real problem right now. And by the way, it's not just here in America, it's worldwide. It's one of the legacies of the pandemic. So the laws of supply and demand got messed up and wreaked havoc on supply chains. And then you have a war in Ukraine that is not only engaging in incredible cruelty towards the people of Ukraine, but it also sent energy prices through the roof. So we're seeing gas prices go up, grocery prices, and that takes a real bite out of paychecks. It hurts. But the question you should be asking is, who's actually going to do something about it? The Republicans talk a lot about it, but what is their answer? What is their economic policy? I will tell you what it is, because it's the same answer they've got for everything. They want to gut social programs, they want to cut Social Security and Medicare, and then they want to give their rich friends a haircut. Don't boo, vote. And the reason I can say with confidence that they want to cut taxes for the wealthy and for corporations is because that's their answer to everything. When inflation is low, let's cut taxes. When unemployment's high, got to cut taxes. If there was an asteroid heading towards Earth, they would all get in a room and they'd say, you know what we need? We need tax cuts for the wealthy. That's going to solve it. How's that going to help you? And on the other side, you have Democrats like Reverend Warnock, who have shown that they will take on the drug companies to lower prices and get the oil industry to clean up its act and pass laws to make housing more affordable and make sure big corporations create jobs here in Georgia instead of overseas. Serious answers to serious problems. That's the choice in this election. That's what it's about. If you're watching TV, you've heard a lot about crime. Violent crime has gone up over the last 7 years, not just the last 2. Not just in liberal states, but in conservative rural states too. That's a serious problem. Who will fight to keep you and your family safe? The Republican politicians who want to flood our streets with more guns? Who actually voted against more resources for our police departments?
He sound like me right there.
Somebody who carries around a phony badge and says he's in law enforcement? Like he's a kid playing cops and robbers? Or is it leaders like Reverend Warnock and John Ossoff and Sanford Bishop, who worked with President Biden to pass the first major gun safety legislation in nearly 30 years? That's the choice in this election. That's what's at stake right now.
Man, that's exactly a few points he made there was exactly the things I've been saying. You know what I'm saying? That
I'm with you.
now, first of all, he started off saying, no matter what your issue is, no matter what your need is, no matter what happened to this country, Republicans' idea to solve it
Give tax breaks to the rich.
will be the end all be all for them. Nobody need to think. Nobody need to use their expertise. Nobody probably need to think of nothing. It's gonna be tax cuts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the retarded shit. And it's clear, like we said, it could be a motherfucking bomb about to hit America. A motherfucking, what do you say?
It's an asteroid.
Asteroid about to hit
headed towards Earth. Their first and only priority and idea is to give a tax break to the rich.
A tax cut to fix that. You know what I'm saying?
You know?
And that's real.
And just think about it.
That's all they think about is tax cuts.
We went through really 12 years of Reaganomics. 8 years with Reagan and 4 years with the elder Bush.
Let's get into them tax cuts.
Clinton got in there, straightened all that out, and for the first time in a long time, we had a surplus of money in the government. And what did W get in there and do? Immediately, instead of taking that money and investing it in the people, invested it in jobs, invested in the infrastructure and social programs and stuff like that, what did he do? He took that surplus and he gave a tax breaks to the rich.
Immediately.
Economy went to shit again.
That's why I was talking to Rail the other day. Rail was like, what's their priority though, bro?
Right.
Like you like the air, but what would they be doing?
Right.
While you trying to breathe? Giving tax cuts.
Yeah. W sent the economy to shit again. Obama got in there, straightened it out. And what did this last dumbass do? Trump went in there and immediately gave tax breaks to the rich.
True.
And where are we now?
Now, first of all, let's go back to Reagan, right?
Yeah, we can go back there.
We was fucked up. Economy is fucked up. You talking about ghettos. You know what I'm saying, dog? You talking about the presidents and the government weren't paying no attention to us. That what got most of our anger began. Most of our anger began, like, of course, the civil rights movement. But it was the motherfucker feel that the government is paying no attention. They don't give a fuck about us. And Reagan was a clear symbol of that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Because the Reagan years gave you not only was this Reaganomics economy, which did nothing for the middle class and the poor. That was it. And then you had allegedly had a war on drugs, but yet we had an epidemic of crack epidemic.
Exactly. Just like Obama just said, crime. When you talk about crime, like he said, crime. The Republican Party don't want to do anything to stop crime, but they want to talk like they the crime party and shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know this Cap that was on. He said, "I vote for them because of crime."
Right.
Like, what did they been doing? They voted against the last bill.
Do they understand? Do they really?
All Democratic votes, for anybody don't know.
Do they ever understand that you do not get the crime in the way? Crime won't rise until we have to deal with the policies of the Republican Party. When you have to deal with, they'll go in and immediately give a tax break to the rich, to the 1%, and ignore the other 99% of the country. And when those people are struggling, because you give these people a tax break, they're not creating jobs.
That's their thought process. Their thought process is they so rich that they're giving it to us.
They're not. They're not creating jobs.
Ain't that some shit? That's their government plan. To give all the money to rich people and let them make a decision whether they want to do something for us or not. Give us a raise. Give us some vacation. All types of shit.
Come on, it's already been noted fact that Trump supporters are tout that the economy was doing good and he created jobs. No, he didn't. He was one of the worst job creating presidents ever.
Bruh, he created like 2 million jobs over the 4 years. I think a million jobs. Now, if you do the statistics, the 2.5 years Biden been here, he had 10 million jobs.
Right.
Now, I would think 2 more years would be 20 million.
And in the Obama years, job creation and job stats went up every month.
For a president to be there 4 years and only create 1 million jobs, I mean, the proof is in the pudding for this shit. Come on, bro.
But people, like I say, you have certain people, and I know that geography and race plays up in this. But look, you got white people that are struggling just as bad as black people, but yet they will sit there and they'll get attention every 4 years, and the day after the election, they is ignored. And look, we telling y'all, it's a better way.
Vote and come up Tuesday now. Don't forget. After I've watched these football games now, it's time to vote. You know?
Don't forget Tuesday.
Shouts out. We're going to give our weekly shouts out to Brittany Griner. You know
yeah, because she really need it now.
It's not looking good.
Yeah.
This is tough right here.
We think at some point a deal is coming, but this is
I mean, be honest with you, it's tough. Like, I stand from the point of, I understand she did something stupid over that joint and she should be locked up, right? I get it. But now we should move forward and just release it because it was just a dumb mistake she made. Don't turn her into a criminal like that. But it's been done. You know what I'm saying? So,
and like I've been trying to say, you know,
it's tough.
She's a famous figure over here, and basically Putin has a trophy. You know,
exactly.
She's a trophy right now, and she gonna have to, for however long, you know, she gonna have to suffer it.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I feel for her though.
Right, I really do. But I'm saying this to the NBA, which owns the WNBA. Y'all gotta start giving them women more money, you know, and keep them so they don't have to feel as though they have to go to these places like this that's hostile to this country. Because there's a lot of countries around the world that's hostile towards the United States. And you see what Brittany Griner is an example of that, what could happen and will happen, you know. So y'all gotta pay them women some more money and keep them from having to, you know, feel as though they have to do this, you know, to secure their future.
And it's crazy because I watched her career, you know, she's in college and everything, just to see this shit happen is crazy, bro. And I don't know what can get her out of this other than, I don't know. Plus, it's a war. It's just tough, bro.
It's so much, you know. It's just so much going on in this world right now, and
damn, man.
You know,
she's 6'9" too, and she said she don't even want to play basketball. I wouldn't even think about no basketball. I'd be fucking blown like shit out of that joint. Hell yeah. Then she probably in some small ass rooms and shit where she can't do shit and bend down and shit. Like, this shit has gotten out of hand over that bitch, bro.
Yeah.
But shouts out to Brittany Griner, man. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. I don't want them to give her bombers and killers and murderers to get her out, but I don't know, man. This is tough, bro.
That's the thing. Like I say, Putin know that he has a trophy over there now. It's a trophy prisoner, basically, and he gonna try to milk her for everything she worth. You know.
Dang, I just feel for that shit. That's a tough situation right there, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Tough job.
That's bad.
That there, the Nancy Pelosi husband shit, all that shit is just tough to me, bro. Like that's some crazy shit, bro. You know, so everything going on is just crazy.
And the thing about it is, we ain't even hit the tip of the iceberg with this shit. You got elections coming up. You got an election coming up a week from Tuesday, and then no sooner than that election is over, we're going to transition into presidential politics.
Yep.
A presidential election coming up in 2024.
I think that's about the time we're gonna start hearing that redneck orange man gonna start talking.
And it's going to get. And let me tell you something. The next presidential election, the election season is going to start early. It's going to get vicious. It's going to get nasty. It's going to get underhanded. It's going to get, and it has the potential to get real violent in these streets. And I'm telling you, politicians and famous people who voicing their opinion, it's not going to be safe. If Nancy Pelosi and her husband are not safe in their own home, and you got people running up in there, we forget that just a couple years ago, the people ran up in the Michigan State House to kill the governor, kill Gretchen Whitmer.
Yeah.
Come on, January 6th, they was looking to kill Pelosi and Pence, or whoever they can get their hands on.
Definitely whoever they get their hands on.
Right. So you got people right there. You got people out here on the other side. These alt-right, these MAGA people, these QAnons, these militias, these whatever kind of groups they got. These people are out to really take out some politicians that they don't like. And these people ain't safe.
Another thing is, people get stuck on some of these, I know Twitter and all this shit got all the wild shit on it. But if you get into reality, for example, Biden signed the Inflation Reduction Act, right?
Right.
Which is doing what that is for, right? Even bring down gas prices, which is another thing we need to get on. When these gas come, they raising these prices don't even have to be the way they are.
You know what?
They gouging them joints.
Right, because all they have to do is say, we're gonna cut production. They'll say we'll cut production tonight, and gas prices will go up tomorrow. So they gouging prices on gas that's already in the system.
Think about it. If you're gonna raise prices to $5, whatever it was at the beginning of Biden administration, I think it's at $3 now, though. But
yes, $3 something.
At $5, it was $5 something. If you're gonna do that, you can't then start announcing how much money you made. You making windfall profits, bro. Like
windfall.
Jeez, it's like that type of money right there. It's like nah. Why would you raise it that much when the government is doing things to bring the cost down, but you still raising it up? Why are you doing that?
Because right now the gas companies or the oil companies and the pharmaceutical companies is making money hand over fist. They're getting paid. And they're not making billions. They're making trillions of dollars. They're making trillions of dollars.
It's a lot of reasons why we do this podcast, bro. And another thing, we love the debate. That's the main thing. We love the black culture. We want people to listen to a debate and get a lot of information, you know what I'm saying, and make a lot of informed decisions from our debates. It's not us telling nobody to do anything, but once you get the information, it should be clear what you should be doing.
I say this, a lot of y'all out there, y'all want y'all platform to be, y'all want to be a rapper, y'all want to be a football star, basketball star, whatever. Hey, look, some of y'all that really got your community and your people and you care about your people, man, y'all need to get in. Y'all need to get out here and, get into civic duty, get into try to run it for these mayorships and getting involved in trying to get these laws changed,
True.
And and establish stuff that that make it better for our people. This is our way of doing it.
But again, it comes down to people can't be misled.
Right.
Like, for example, I just named the first one of the big he signed in, but he signed in another joint called Improved Healthcare for Veterans. Everybody don't remember that? When the veterans was out of this joint, couldn't get the hospital care they needed and all that stuff. You don't hear that no more, right?
It's a damn shame.
It's been taken care of because you don't hear it no more, right? See what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that is going on the radar. The CHIPS Act, Chips and Science Act. Everybody don't remember that. You know what I'm saying? But it's making sure we get Broadway brands all over the place and make sure it's easier access. Everybody got a clear connection. All this good shit, bro. Your schools are connected. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. It's like things are happening where, for another thing, he did the gun violence joint. They passed the strictest gun violence bill in almost 30 years. And then the Republicans voted out and threw out the assault weapons ban over there. You feel me? But people start getting shot with the assault weapons. Who do you blame? You can't start saying, "Oh, all Congress, y'all some shit." You feel me? Somebody tried to do something about that, and somebody said no. Who was that? You feel me? Those are the details we give you when you listen to the Review Politics. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And another thing, you youngsters out there, or y'all, y'all people out there that's listening, they got school age kids, and y'all need to tell it and get on these kids about paying attention in social studies class, because you will learn. That's where they teach you how does government work. Everybody will sit there and blame the president, but look, the president can have all the greatest ideas in the world, but if you don't have a Senate and a Congress in the Senate, or Senate in the House that's favorable to him or favorable to his ideas, that's going to vote, it doesn't matter. Just like if you got a Congress, you got a Senate, you can have a Democratic Senate, a Democratic House, and they can come together and pass all the bills they want and send it up to a Republican president, and he'll veto everything. That's why your vote matters. If you have a vision of this, where you want this country to be, and where you want to leave this country for your kids, your grandkids, and so on and so forth, you need to exercise your right to vote. And that's just how it is. Take an hour of your time every 2 to 4 years. Go to your local polling place. You can register to vote online. And you don't have to go on election day. You can vote early. It's various ways, but you need to make your voice heard, because that is why we have the stuff that we got going on today. And you got people running up in politicians' houses, looking to bludgeon a woman to death with a hammer. If Nancy Pelosi was home the other day, this dude had every intent to beat that woman to death with a hammer.
I think so too.
That was his intent.
I think so too.
And if he wasn't stopped, he would have beat her husband to death with a hammer.
Been ugly.
He beat that man in the head with a hammer. He cracked his skull. His intent was to kill that man.
That's great.
And if she was home, the intent was to kill her. This rhetoric got to tone down. And people, we need to exercise our right and throw our support behind people that, whatever your ideas is, I'm not telling you who to vote for. I'm just saying vote. If you have a vision and you have a candidate that's aligned with the vision and your values and your thoughts or whatever, where you think this country should be, then you should vote for that person. That person is who you vote for. But I ain't telling you who. We can endorse who we want, but it is your personal choice. All we saying is, a lot of people have fought, a lot of people have died, a lot of people have been injured, a lot of people that have lives has been went to jail, and lives have been altered forever to get us this right, to exercise our right to vote, and we should use it.
I really think the fact that I don't know. Everybody know that motherfucker Kanye West is losing everything. Right?
Everything.
I mean, bro, I ain't never seen
Oh, they tearing him a new one.
I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life, bro. Like, you got a lot of companies leaving to just like that's a lot of people, bro. Like you hear people leave Kanye West that you didn't know he was involved with. Like, god damn, for real.
Yeah, where they come from?
Y'all leaving them too?
Yeah.
Damn. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, I went over that motherfucking joint over and over, man. I'm still trying to find the anti-Semitic shit. And I know he went on and started saying something about he said the word Jews. If that's anti-Semitic, I don't know. But he said Jews run to certain industries. They're the money makers in the certain industries.
What he did was
I was lost on it, except for the tweet. Maybe it's the tweet with the DEFCON 3 fit shit.
Yeah. What he did was though, he came out with and used certain stereotypes of Jews, and they classified that as anti-Semitism. You know, so he stereotyped them in a
I
certain
got you.
And he said it without saying it. Put it like that.
Damn, for all these people to leave him is crazy insane.
Yeah, but see,
but I'm gonna tell you, man, I don't like him, but I don't like this. You feel what I'm saying?
See,
it's a separation here where they using the industry. The industry is using the same industry he talking about is using black people to fucking stick the knife in his ass.
But see, the thing about it is, all the things he said, the things he said about black people, slavery was a choice. The George Floyd stuff he said, and what gets to me is black people should have gotten his ass when he says those things the way Jews got in his ass. Way Jewish people got in his ass. And look,
that's why Ern Donaldson, all these people that's trying to jump off the boat now. Have you already heard them say slavery was a choice?
Right.
Really?
You should have been jumped off the boat.
You know what we gonna do?
You should have checked his ass there.
When we come in, it's gonna special day Tuesday too. They gonna be voting too.
Week from Tuesday.
Huh?
Week from Tuesday.
It ain't this Tuesday?
Nah,
it's good.
From Tuesday. We're
gonna have a list of all the black people, right? That was with Kanye at first, right?
Right.
And after the debacle here, now the White Lives Matter I get, but the debacle here was what started this all shit.
Right.
I want to see who either said something about when he had an issue, talking about slavery was an issue, or if you're gonna quit now, why you quit then? I'm gonna have an issue with you, bro. I'm gonna find out which one.
That's a problem.
Go ahead.
That is a problem because he said certain things about his own people, his own community, about black people. And black people supported this man and from the beginning to whenever. Now,
all through that.
Just because you call him out, that doesn't mean you cancel him or you don't have love for Kanye. But look, at some point, you just can't say this. And black people, we got to stick up for our own community and for our own people. And the way the Jewish people do it, homosexual people do it, the Hispanic community do it, and the Asian people to do it. But people like Kanye can come out and say this, that, and the third about us in our culture, our history, or whatever, and we make excuses for it. Hell no. At some point, you got to cut that shit out, and you got to call them out. You got to call out the Kanyes. You got to call out the Clarence Thomases. You got to call out the Candace Owens. You got to call out the Ice Cubes when they do dumb shit. The Lil Waynes when they do dumb shit. All of this, you got to call them out. You got to call them out. If anything, you call them out of love. Because if you didn't give a fuck about us as a people and them as our brothers and sisters, then we wouldn't feel the way we do. So at some point, you got to call these people out and let them know. No, we need to build our community up and build our culture and our people up the same way the Jewish, the Hispanics, the Asians, the homosexuals, and so on and so forth.
Exactly. And just like you saying. My thing is, why he keep wearing this dirty sweater? I'm thrown off that he wearing this dirty sweater, first of all.
Because he lost his damn mind.
And then, I don't know if everybody heard Charlamagne the God the other day.
Oh, I've seen what he said.
That he felt like he about to leave.
He talking like...
Now, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I think this nigga got issues. I think something going on here that we don't know about. Once you start wearing the same clothes over and over, we already know it's an issue.
Yeah, this nigga living like a hermit.
Yeah. But for him to say, I think his last days is coming, wow.
It's something deep. It's something deep there.
For Charlamagne the God, right, to say his last days coming, bro. And another thing about Charlamagne and them, he said this on his other podcast he had with the white dude. You get that?
Okay.
So once you're around white people, your conversation is different. I don't give a fuck who you are. As a black man, your conversation is not the same with a white dude as it is with black people.
Hell no.
It's just not the same conversation. Yeah. So he gets a podcast. He has a podcast with a white man. So your conversation is stirred a little different. So he goes into saying Kanye West is. He think it's like his last days is coming and all this. I'm thinking, I get it, bro. I don't know how you feel, but you can't go on these white boy podcasts and say Kanye West is about to kill himself, nigga. What are you trying to explain here? You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, I think he going like Kanye got a death wish.
Like, you know, on these interviews he talking about come beat him up and come shoot me and all this old shit. It's like he got a death wish.
But everybody got too much love for him to try to hurt him. He don't understand that. And
right.
If he keep that's true though. There's so much love out there for him that nobody's looking to hurt him. You know what I'm saying?
The nigga need help.
They look at him like that. It's like the motherfucker in the playground. You be looking at a little boy like, and they be trying to swing on you, be holding his head. Like, bro, you already know this is a waste of time. Why you doing
the chump need help. That's what it is. And I think he's gonna end up in a mental institution.
He been in the joint a couple times already.
Yeah, he gonna end up back there. He'll never committed. You know, like when Mike Tyson was lunching like that, and his ass should have been committed.
No bullshit. And I think he did too, though, didn't he?
Oh no!
All niggas do that to save their money, just like he started, just like Kanye started apologizing. The same shit they started doing that.
And see, that's another one. I mean, he was kind of crazy before Kardashian, but he another one that called him crazy. Because he didn't go off like this till Kim started messing with Pete.
Oh yeah. I mean, he was simple before that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was already simple, but that was just like the last straw. No, this bitch didn't.
So don't forget every Tuesday we be live. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Live.
So this Tuesday, check us out. You know what I'm saying, dog? Hoodviewpolitics for sure. You know what I'm saying? On Tuesday.
Yeah.
We snuck in there with your Saturday night before the football tomorrow. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Yeah, we had to get on before we press and face the nation. This week was never not.
Yeah.
You know, so
this is where your politics is at, baby. Hoodviewpolitics, when you come get your full, deep, detailed dive into politics, baby.
Right?
Oh, and we always keep the doors open. If you're a black Republican, in-betweener, independent,
whatever.
If you're black, come on the show and express give us your expressions on all topics in politics, baby.
Right here.
We love the debate.
We put it up chair right here.
We love the culture, and we want to express our feelings in our debate and our passion. So anybody listening as a black person can understand what is their way to go. You know what I'm saying, dog?
We got something for you. Hey, but tune in.
Apology boys, yeah. For sure. Every Tuesday.
Peace.
That'd be 9-ish. You know what I'm saying?
9-ish.
On Tuesdays. And all these other days, we're going to sneak in on you. You know what I'm saying? You won't even know if we coming or going.
You know what I'm saying? Booty call or podcast.
You know what I'm saying? Just like we
never know when we coming over. We been getting that ass.
You know? Just like we came.
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? You know. We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV. You know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood. We the hood people. You know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench. Because we don't know who Clarence Thomas is representing. He's sitting on a Supreme Court, sitting on a bench.